Lakers Nation, what is going on, guys? So today we definitely need to have a serious talk about Dalton Knecht, and I know this has lots of Lakers fans, if not NBA fans in general, fired up on Twitter, especially saying that they should trade him. But specifically in today's video, I don't want to overreact. I'm gonna break it down in just a second, but I really appreciate if you could do me a favor. Make sure you guys like each of my videos. Really helps the algorithm, the audience, so people can comment, share, whatever it's your friends, your family, your loved ones. Also subscribe, man. We're on the way to 4K subs, so I can't do without you guys' support. And make sure you guys follow my socials if you guys want to stay connected with me. The links will be down in the description. I do post daily, if not almost every single day, 365 days. So make sure you guys have your notification bell on. But let's not waste too much time. Let's talk about Dalton Knecht. But I know the Lakers did win today against the Miami Heat. California Classic, Oakland. The final score was 103-83, so they stepped up today, bounced back after losing Game 1 of the Summer League California Classic against the Golden State Warriors, right? 84-89. But it's just Dalton Knecht. Like, is he not motivated? Is he playing him outside off the court? Like, he's playing himself off the court, I meant to say, right? But last night he had like 10 points. He shot very inefficient from the field. 3 of 13, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. But today against the Heat, he even played worse. He had 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He shot 0 of 3 from the 3-point line, 2 of 7 from the field, like not efficient. And 22 minutes of game action. Like, I just don't want to sell the kid short. Like, I don't want to put a cap on him, but more likely than not, he's going to be a catch-and-shoot shooter as long as he got LeBron James, Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, and Rui Hachimura as a fourth option. At worst, maybe Dalton Knecht is a fifth option, but even worse than that, maybe he's like the 8th or 9th man, as like Joe Van Bua heavily talked about in the past. But it's just not looking too good. I know there's teams, valuing Dalton Knecht. I know this is year 2. We should have a lot of expectations. And maybe he's not happy because we, traded him. But obviously, you got to understand it's a business. It's the NBA. That's just how it works. But he's a young guy. He's like 24 years of age. The Lakers got him at pick 17. He was supposed to be like a top 5, if not top 10 pick. But it's just the defense. Like, he can't be a 3-and-D wing. Obviously, more likely than not, he's going to be that. That's going to be his role. Like, he can't really justify his defense, make up for the defensive deficiencies. So that's why he just didn't play in the playoffs against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round. But I could definitely see him flourishing on another team and just playing very good on like a taking team, maybe like the Charlotte Hornets, the Washington Wizards. I'm just using teams example that are not trying to win, or maybe the Miami Heat. I really don't know what they're trying to do. Like, are they trying to, build for the future? They have a bunch of young guys. You got Kelly Ware, you got Keshad Johnson, you got Pelly Larson, you still got Tyler Hero, you got Bam Adebayo. Those are like the 2 main stars. You just drafted KJ from, Illinois, a guard. He was supposed to be like a top 10 pick, but he fell all the way to 20, which I think is very interesting. But it's just the concern of, Dalton Knecht. Obviously, he's shown the flashes, the capabilities, getting to his spot, shooting over the top, penetration, getting to the rim. It's just his defense. Like, if you look at the metrics, he's, if not one of the worst defenders on our team. I know he has like the athleticism. He's listed as a small forward and like shooting guard, I believe. He's like 6'6", 6'7", but that's a big concern. And I know teams are looking at this, I shouldn't put too much stock again because, like I said, it's the California Classic. We have to wait and see until, the Summer League. You got Cooper Flagg, you got VJ Edgecombe, you got, Ace Bailey. Obviously, they're going to be going up against the top guys. But Lakers fans, NBA fans in general, you guys let me know in the comment section. How do you guys feel about this? Obviously, I'm not trading Dalton Knecht and a first-round pick for Andrew Wiggins. I know the asking price is just very high. They're trying to, fleece the Los Angeles Lakers. They also want Rui Hachimura, but I'll give up Dalton Knecht and maybe another player, maybe Gabe Vincent. Do they want him back? Maybe we'll watch more, but I'm not giving both, Dalton Knecht and the first-round pick. I'm just not doing that. That's just my personal opinion. Maybe he shines for the Miami Heat. They need more scoring. They need more three-point shooting. Obviously, around Bam Adebayo, I know they have Tyler Hero, is a very good three-point shooter, and he was an all-star, but Bam Adebayo is not a great three-point shooter, even though he's shown his defensive, capabilities. And, you got Jaime Jaquez going into, year 2, year 3. He's not a great three-point shooter. I know he's been working on that, but you need more shooting, you need more playmaking, and he's been able to show that. But as long as he got Dalton Knecht on the Los Angeles Lakers, he's not going to be able to do that. Obviously, they're leaning towards more Cole Swatter. He was undrafted, I believe, like 2 seasons ago. Played for Syracuse. I think it'd be cheaper than Dalton Knecht. That's how they value him. Dalton Knecht is like 24, while Cole Swatter is like 26. I'm pretty sure the Lakers did sign him on like a 2-week contract, but he had like another 20-point game. Shout out to him. He's been going crazy. Like, we see him like showtime, but he had 20 points today against the Miami Heat. 3 points, 1 assist, 2 of 5 from the three-point line, shot 7 of 10 from the field, and 27 minutes of game action. So he's a 3-level scorer. He pretty much provides the same thing as Dalton Knecht. I think it's a lot easier to get another shooter. Maybe you go after Quincy Oliveri. Like, if you specifically want 3-point shooting, then bring in Quincy Oliveri if you don't believe in Dalton Knecht. You get what I'm trying to say? But obviously, you can see him stepping back from the 3, self-creating. Cole Swatter getting to his spots. He's like listed 6'8", if not 6'9". But it's just a defense of concerns. The same thing with Cole Swatter and Dalton Knecht, right? I think, obviously, Dalton Knecht has more potential here and say. I really don't care, even though it's, the California Classic and it's the Summer League. But you could just see it. Obviously, I'm pretty sure the Lakers had waived him, and he went to the Miami Heat. Didn't really play too much minutes over there, but he was on the bench. And then he went to the Detroit Pistons, and obviously the last team he did play for was the Toronto Raptors. But for his career, he did average around 3.1 points per game, shot 36.4% from the field, which is not very efficient. 1.2 rebounds, 0.3 assists for his career. For the Toronto Raptors, he did play 8 games, averaged around 7.4 points per game, shot 37.9% from the field, and 35.7% from the three-point. So more likely than not, Cole Swatter is probably the 13th man on the actual NBA roster. I mean, you're going up against grown men, so the NBA, standards and the potential is just a lot better than, the Summer League. You're going up against, rookies, second-year guys, if not third-year guys, just younger players. But he had like 5.3 attempts from the three-point line, 3.1 rebounds, 0.3 assists, 0.3 blocks, 0.5 steals, and playing around 19.5 minutes a night. So, Lakers fans, let me know in the comment section, how do you guys feel about this, Dalton Knecht, situation? Like, do you think he's in his own way? Do you think he'll just get out of his own head and just play better in the next, Summer League game? But Bronny James, you can see him, pretty much coasting. Like, he's not even going 100%, but you can see him playing better than everybody else. He had like 10 points. He didn't play second half because of, limited minutes restriction, but he had like 2 rebounds, shot 2 of 5 from the three-point line, 3 of 7 from the field in 11 minutes. His true shooting is 63.5%, so that is very good. But you can see the first possession, getting a steal from KJ Karasapoulos. I'm so sorry for butchering his name wrong, but he did play for Illinois. He was like a top 10 player, should have been like a top 10 pick, but he fell to 20. And he's a guard, right? But the Lakers, he had Bronny James steal the ball from him, and, the fast break, pretty much going for like a one-handed, dunk over Bryson Warren. He wore number 55 for, the Miami Heat and the Summer League roster. So you can see, Bronny James taking that next leap. Obviously, it's year 2. His dad is LeBron James on the Los Angeles Lakers. He went undrafted, or not undrafted, but he went in the second round, pick 55. I mean, there was expectations, but you see, the narrative, the media bashing him. But he's only, getting better. He averaged around, like, I believe, 20 points per game, correct me if I'm wrong, for the South Bay Lakers, G League affiliate. But I'm hearing, according to multiple reports, if not, he's expected to at least get 15, if not 20 minutes in the rotation for the Lakers. More than likely, he's probably going to be off the bench playing with the second unit. But you could see him taking some strides. I even talk about this heavily about Max Christie. I know he didn't really have to prove himself because obviously he was drafted, pick 35. But you could really see him doing too much out there on the court. Just play your role. You don't really need to do too much, right? He's like your prototypical 3-and-D guy, playing some solid defense, hitting the corner shot, rebounding, diving for loose balls, locking up defensively. I mean, I haven't seen games this season when he was on the Los Angeles Lakers, locking up John Morant. You go and trying to say guarding the best player on the opposing team. He was making himself into the rotation, playing multiple positions as a shooting guard, even small forward. But obviously got traded for Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, Markieff Morris. Obviously, in return, they got Anthony Davis. They got a first-round pick, which didn't really see happening, getting us, Luka Doncic. But you could see him playing his role for the Dallas Mavericks, stepping up. I'm pretty sure he had like a career year for the Dallas Mavericks after the Lakers traded him. But yeah, man, that's all I got for today's video. Like I said, I don't want to sell the kid short, but it's very concerning. Like, he even looks worse. Even Bronny James even looks better than him. You're talking about Dalton Knecht, who's a pure scorer. I mean, there's moments he will look like a star. I remember that Phoenix Suns game last, year. In Summer League, he dropped like 35 points. He won a game by himself. And then that game in the regular season against the Utah Jazz, I'm pretty sure it was like in-season tournament game. He had like, 38 points. And he was just red hot. So you could definitely see him doing the Michael Jordan shrug. You get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, man, just keep respectful in the comment section. Like the video. Really helps each of my videos. The algorithm, the audience. Follow my socials if you guys want to stay connected with me. The links will be down in the description. Once again, I'm going to keep repeating it. I pretty much talk Lakers basketball. Been on the grind. Haven't went a day without uploading. 365 days. But if there's any other topics you guys want to see me talk about, you guys have in your mind, your head, let me know. But yeah, man, the Lakers are not done. Rob Pelinka doesn't have his, work cut out. But I'm looking forward to see more of the players. Obviously, Adu Theo's deal with the injury, which he had for Arkansas, so doesn't look like he's going to be playing for, the Summer League. He's going to be ready for a training camp, which I think is very interesting. You also got Eric Dixon, but I didn't see him playing for, the Summer League. I'm pretty sure he's dealing with, like, the injury. Someone let me know in the comment section. You obviously Arthur for, the Summer League on your team. Like, I'm pretty sure he's versatile. His defense, he's like 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". You obviously got RJ Davis from North Carolina. And I'm pretty sure I saw him go with the left hand layup over Khalil Ware, which is actually insane, creating off the dribble. So, yeah, man, that's all I got for today's video, and I'm out of here. Peace. Cheers.